Dr. Quinn's Deadly 10, Episode 7, The Burning Dead. I don't know how much more I can take of this, guys. We got Danny Trejo, he's the star here. That freaking cover is ridiculous, I do have to say. Death will engulf the world. I see like a lava zombie back here. This is promising. You fight fire with fire. Please don't be bad.
Are you ready for a tale? A tale as old as the hills themselves?
Girls, let's get off this mountain. Devil's Peak don't wait for nobody.
We have this naked...
And the mountain destroyed what it wished, with no mercy. Some said the souls of the dead glowed red, like lava, waiting to return to the living.
Oh my God.
A super eruption. The next blast will be catastrophic.
Go ahead, Sheriff. You gotta move people 20 miles out, okay? The blast zone is now 20 miles. Run! Get to the corner! It's in order!
Alright, so the Burning Dead is definitely got lava zombies in it, and it's got zombies and lava. But holy crap, what a freaking rough... Why? Let me show you something real quick. Let me show you something. So you see Danny Trejo right here with this knife. This is the best part about this, by the way, is this cover. But you see Danny Trejo here with this knife. This never happens in this movie. He is like the crypt keeper. You get to see him for 1 minute at the beginning and like 2 minutes at the end. Not even like a main character. This is total trash there. So if you wanted to see a Danny Trejo movie, don't pick this one. He's not in it, really. So the movie starts off all crazy. So it's back in the day, like Wild Wild West. Who knows what the hell's going on, but there's zombies. No explanation why or how. We got zombies eating people. Then there's this guy and coming to the forest, talk about how everything's good, and like some of the worst CGI'd horses, green screen horse. I don't know how the hell they did the effect, but like some things, like if you know it looks that bad, don't put it on there. Like especially if you're trying to like make a serious movie, because that was like red flag number 1, and it's in like the first 3 minutes of the movie. So like, oh my gosh, bad CGI and like terrible video toaster effects completely taint this movie. But yeah, so it's Wild Wild West. There's people dead. He finds his family getting ate by zombies. He gets ate by zombies. Zombies are eaten. Volcano explodes. Now the zombies are covered, but they get ate up by the lava. Fast forward to present time, I guess you'll say. I guess I'd say. And the volcano has been dormant and people live on it, and now it's gonna erupt. So it's all the sheriff's trying to get people off the mountain. There's a woman and a daughter there, and they have a stubborn father that lives up on the mountain. Sounds like every other volcano movie that you've ever seen. But yeah, so then the volcano erupts, and then there's zombies. Like, it starts shooting out this green energy, and it hits the ground, and real bad CGI, and zombies come out. So they're volcano zombies. And so then it's about this family who's kind of dysfunctional, and the other residents of the mountain and whoever else happens to be there trying to escape both lava and lava zombies. Kind of sounds like it would be awesome, but the execution is absolutely atrocious. No big stars to note as far as the actual actors that are in this movie, not counting the 2 minutes that Danny Trejo was in it. Very, very bad dialogue, very bad acting. It's all here. The zombie munch scenes are very basic, and the zombie makeup is the worst. It's either they have just gray painted skin with like red, like something that you would see here on Rotted Peach Productions, or like Halloween masks and stuff that have been dolled up and stuff. It's really, really bad. This kind of stuff gives me hope that someday my stuff will be out in distribution. But it's rough, and they have this one song, I guess, like it's like the epic zombie mountain song, and it's all playing in the background all the time. You'll get real tired of it because they play the shit out of it. This movie is not interesting or fun or anything at all. Just stay clear of it. The Burning Dead, freaking atrocious. Dr. Quinn, when will it end? Dr. Quinn's dead like day. Episode 8. I can't take much more of this, guys. Maskmaker. Well, it looks pretty ridiculous, and from what I saw on the back, hopefully we're getting some chopping here. So Maskmaker came out in 2010 and was directed by G.E. First. I'm not sure if that's a real name or a pseudonym, but is definitely a Texas Chainsaw Massacre-esque brutal slasher in the secluded area type film, and has kind of an interesting plot, I guess you would say. So the movie starts off real crazy, and you would think it was like back in like medieval times, but it's actually not so far into the past of what's going on in the story. And there's like a crazy witch, and she's got a baby, and there's like some kind of crazy bandaged up Frankenstein looking stuff going on, and it looks like she's performing some kind of a ritual. A bunch of angry townspeople barge in, and they're all, give back the baby. So obviously this isn't her baby, and they're all freaking out, and she continues doing some crazy stuff, and like you can see some kind of like magical essence going from like the baby to this monster, and she's doing her thing. Well, they end up killing her, but the baby gets killed in the process. So horrible stuff's going on, but it looked like something transferred and this monster dude was going to be alive. Fast forward to the future, this couple goes to this mansion, and he like shows her that he had bought it as their dream house, and she's a total piece of trash, horrible person. Like as you watch this movie, the main character is pretty much a horrible piece of trash, which I found interesting, kind of. So now they're all in on this crazy Victorian house. They didn't pay jack shit for it because of the history. The townspeople are like, get rid of that place. You know, they know the history because they were there. Blah, blah, blah. Their friends, they invite a bunch of friends up there, which are some of the most horrible friends that you could ever have in a horror movie. The worst dialogue for characters of these very stereotypical types. You got the party dude with the girlfriend that's always trying to have sex. You got the drug guy. You know, just typical stuff. So they're trying to clean up the house. They're finding all this old stuff. Well, that monster dude happens to be there, and you know, they're all having fun in the house, and he just starts killing them and taking their faces. Super awesome practical effects. There's a lot of gooey stuff with like people getting their faces ripped off, people getting butchered. Like the killer in this is silent but deadly, and it keeps like putting on different people's faces, and the makeup on it is actually really cool. Like the concept of the Maskmaker is typical but kind of unique, and like you could tell that a lot of the budget or whatever and a lot of effort went into the frickin' masks for this guy. I really appreciated that. They spent no money on the actors except for like this special guest appearance by Treat Williams. Michael Berryman is also in this. What do you know? Michael Berryman making a second appearance in this list. But he has a much better role here, and like he's not all prominent on the cover and crap like Impact Event. A very excellent role for him, actually. I really enjoyed his character for what it was. So this couple and their friends are getting terrorized, getting chopped up. The townsperson whose baby had gotten abducted and killed ends up coming back to try to help him, and for revenge, the Maskmaker is unstoppable. You think there'd be a happy ending, but in these movies, you know, right before you think everything's all good, bad things happen. You think there might be a sequel, but there never will be. I don't know how I feel about this. I didn't really hate it. The dialogue of the script is not very good in any of the parts. They do a terrible job making you like the main character, so you end up not. So for the whole movie you're following her and you're just wishing for her demise pretty much. So I mean, if you're into that, awesome. You know, I kind of am, but a lot of people are not. I think the budget really could have used more as far as getting some better actors in the main roles. Some beautiful ladies here. They hook you up in that department. But yeah, it's just kind of a meh, like in the middle, mediocre little slasher movie with some really decent practical effect. Kudos to the people that were making the masks and did the gore. Pretty good stuff there. I give that like a 6 or 7 on the gore factor. But definitely not the worst that I've watched. This one and The Plague have been serviceable compared to that other trash. So thank goodness, another not so bad Dr. Quinn, the joke's on you.
Feast your eyes, birthday girl.
That's amazing.
You like this?
I love it, man.
It's a grand house.
Surprised it's still standing after 50 years.
Do you know why their families never claimed their things?
Well, there wasn't any family left.
I found a diary. Lydia Beaumont? You knew her.
Killed her.
Would you stop? I get nightmares. Mike?
Gotta leave that house.
What is Mr. Peck so afraid of?
The past.
Coming back to avenge his mother.